26. Gustafsson is 6'5", Jones is 6'4", but John Jones will still have the reach advantage with that 84.5-inch reach. With the official introductions, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the Ontario Athletic Commission, Commissioner Ken Hayashi. Our three judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Chris Lee, Richard Bertrand, and Doug Crosby. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, John McCarthy. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world from the Air Canada Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a striker, holding a professional record, 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 204.5 pounds. Fighting out of Stockholm, Sweden, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a look-see-do fighter. He holds a professional record, 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 204.5 pounds. Fighting out of Endicott, New York, USA, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, John Bones Jones!
Gentlemen, went over the rules in the back. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Step back. Good luck to both of you.
John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Big John McCarthy, our referee.
All right, here we go. Step back. You ready? You ready? Get on!
Here we go! The champion in the black trunks, the challenger in the blue trunks. Quickly, he throws a kick.
Nice inside leg kick to start off by Gustafsson.
Gustafsson has a lot of power in his right hand.
Right away, it's already interesting seeing the distance. Seeing that Gustafsson can close the distance in a way that we've never seen in a John Jones fight before.
John switches his stance, then throws a spinning back kick.
And John gets the clinch, but can hold on to him.
You asked me earlier, Joe, is anybody else perfect with their takedown defense? And yes, that man, John Jones, the champion, has stopped all 16 of his opponent's takedown attempts.
I should have been able to answer that question.
I knew it was coming up.
John looks very relaxed here. Nice spinning back kick to the body.
That's a second spin.
Nice kick there, the elliptical kick to the thigh, and the front leg side kick to the thigh as well. John has really started to incorporate that a lot into his game. And it's a very frustrating kick to deal with, but Gustafsson answers with some kicks of his own.
It stops you in your tracks, literally.
Yeah.
Really torque your knee.
Both the front leg side kick and the elliptical are very controversial because they hyperextend the knee if they land correctly, but so does a leg lock. You know, I mean, the idea that those should be illegal, I think, is pretty silly.
And Jones, as you have said many times, uses them better than anybody.
Yes, and there's a nice inside leg kick in return by Gustafsson.
The wild card is
nice
the wrestling
jab by Gustafsson
of John Jones. So far, they have kept it on the feet, which is what Gustafsson wants. He feels he can outstrike the champion, who is in the southpaw stance again.
Nice kick to the body by John.
Gustafsson changes levels.
Gustafsson is a very sneaky right hand, Mike. And if John is standing flat-footed, if Gustafsson finds an opening, this could get interesting.
We recently saw Anderson Silva defeated by Chris Weidman. Silva had been a perfect 16-0.
Oh, and there's that right hand. That's what I was talking about. There it was. It glanced. It didn't land clean, but that's what Gustafsson's looking for.
Absolutely.
He's looking to land that sniper shot. And there's a nice inside leg kick by Gustafsson.
Jones was in attendance that night.
There's the right hand again. There's a bit of an adjustment period when you're dealing with a guy who's got to reach like either one of these gentlemen do. And this may be the first time they've faced a guy who can do what they're used to doing.
Yep.
John's cut. John is cut over the right eye.
Gustafsson with that big right hand. Gustafsson again pushing forward.
You're seeing good striking by Gustafsson here. Good movement, good striking.
Spins again. Caught him in the midsection.
Nice spinning back kick. And there's that elliptical kick again.
Head
John
kick.
goes high.
Gustafsson appears to be very comfortable here in the first
Good
round.
combination by Gustafsson.
90 seconds on the clock.
There's
And
a good
again, the
right hand over the top. Snuck it over the shoulder.
It's quick.
Nice leg kick by John and a return by Gustafsson.
Gustafsson said he would have the speed advantage. Superman punch.
What Gustafsson does has is very loose hands. The way he throws his hands is the way a guy who's been throwing boxing techniques his whole life throws them.
Yep. See the blood rolling down the right side of John Jones's face. Gustafsson with the takedown. First time in the UFC.
By Gustafsson. That's incredible.
Right back
Incredible.
up. That's all that time spent with Phil Davis and the members of Alliance MMA.
Hold on, he got poked, he got poked. Oh no. We can only hope this is nothing.
Jones gets taken down for the first time in his UFC career.
Both of you are sticking your fingers out, like I told you, okay? How do you look? Good, see?
Let's take a look at the replay here.
Stay there.
Yep, one finger grazed the eye. It doesn't look too bad, though. It doesn't look too bad. That didn't go in that deep. And Gustafsson is kind of blinking a little bit, but not too bad. I think it's going to keep going. Here we go.
And Big John said to both fighters, Joe, you're both sticking your fingers out. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's watch it.
Well, they're both used to using that excellent reach advantage and holding guys off.
Yep.
Spinning elbow by John. John's really starting to get aggressive now. Kick to the body.
Now Jones looks for the takedown.
And he's got Gustafsson up.
Final
Gustafsson
seconds of the
defends.
round.
Big elbow by
Big
John.
elbow.
And here's the right hand that cut him. Grazing right hand. But those are the ones that cut you more than the ones that hit clean.
Johnny Bones, deep breaths, Johnny Bones. Calm down, John. Deep, controlled breaths.
Put some pressure on him. They keep doing it.
Kind of freaked out on you. Really got him by pressure back, all right? Pressure him
That's
back.
Mike Winklejohn.
Long stance.
One of the best striking coaches in the game.
Yeah.
Things are working for you. Breathe. The right hand
Breathe.
body's working.
Breathe. Breathe.
Eric Del Fiore.
Breathe. One more.
And there's a nasty elbow by John. Right to the side of the head.
Right at the end of the round.
Get some of that off.
They wanted to take some of that Vaseline off a little bit too much.
There you go, huh? Put it back in. There we go. Good.
But that cut's leaking.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's fix it.
That didn't help. So Stitch is going to take a look at it. The champion is cut. The challenger is set for round 2. The light heavyweight belt is on the line.
There's a nice inside leg kick by John.
When Gustafsson defeated Thiago Silva in Stockholm, Sweden, when he was in the main event, the first event in Sweden.
Look at that! Dose! But John's chasing after him now. Look at
literally
this.
Chasing him.
Unbelievable!
Wow! Gustafsson avoids. That's when people really started to say, this kid is special. And he matches up physically with the champion, Jon Jones.
Well, I'm very impressed with Gustafsson so far, Mike. But the fight is just begun. John ducks under, gets the clinch. Can't take him down again.
He usually gets that clinch, that Greco going, and you're going for a ride. Jones has had 5 takedown attempts stuffed by Alexander Gustafsson.
And one of the differences is in their approach is that Gustafsson is much more light on his feet. He bounces around a lot, cuts angles left and right a lot. And Big John's got to really get out of the way of these guys.
That's one thing they talked about in the camp, Joe, is the angles of Alexander Gustafsson.
Look at that, haymaker over the top. And the loose strike. Look how light the way his hands move. Minimal effort, they just fly off his shoulders.
Jones has never been knocked down or submitted.
Oh, he can
nice
take
kick.
John can take a shot.
Yep.
Guarantee that. We saw that in the Lyoto Machida fight. Lyoto tagged him cleanly with a straight left. And John felt that was an important moment for him because he learned he can take it.
Spinning again.
And again with that side kick to the thigh. And another question is, with the way Gustafsson moves, will he be able to continue that for 5 rounds?
Especially with those kicks to the thigh.
Yes, good point. And constantly hitting that elliptical kick that hyperextends the knee. Goes high.
Head kick. Big connection for Jones.
Stuffed that one. Now John knows that Gustafsson is thinking of taking him down. Woo!
Wow, just missed with the counter.
He's winging that left hook. And that nice jab as well.
Those boxing skills. Over the top. 2 minutes on the clock here in the second.
And Gustafsson does have an amateur boxing background, defeated the Swedish national boxing champion.
In all the interviews working our way to tonight, Gustafsson showed a ton of confidence.
Nice leg kick there.
Said quite simply, I can beat Jon Jones any day. So far, he is right in this fight. Jones misses with the right. Again with the head kick.
Again, but look at this, caught the leg. John rolls under, tries to get a hold of him. Now he's got a clinch, got the hands behind the hips. How about the takedown defense of Gustafsson? Amazing. That's what you get when you train with Phil Davis.
Yep, 6 for 6.
Incredible, absolutely incredible.
That's a huge story in this fight.
It really is.
Gustafsson with the right again.
Nice right hand and a nice leg kick by John. And again with that inside leg kick.
Stats are very even thus far in the striking department. They both connected there. Oh,
going high. Nice uppercut by Gustafsson, man. Gustafsson seems to have the advantage with the hand techniques, Mike. John has been throwing some really nice kicks.
That one checked.
But Gustafsson seems to have the hand speed advantage here.
Final seconds of the round.
And more importantly, he seems to have more fluidity to his hand techniques, able to get them off quicker. Look at this nice elbow. Boom. And here is that fake low and then go high. Caught him at the end with the toe.
Be careful that it doesn't start fainting now, okay? Because you're dropping your hands a little bit. So it's fainting the kicks. It's going to the body. It's fainting, it's going to the body or to the legs, and then it's coming to the head, okay? Be strong now and try to take a little bit more command without backing too much on the fence, okay? Try to pressure him a little bit more now. He can't take you down.
Oh, you're locked. Focus on your lock, guys. Get your takedown. Let's go. John got kicked out. All you need was 3 inches and blue was there. 3 inches and blue was there. Forward crush is working, all right? Forward crush is working. Keep it forward pressure. You got it? You listen? Okay, guys. Forward pressure. Let's go. Let's go. Forward pressure. Good pressure. Let's go.
9-fight winning streak for Jon Jones, the longest active at 205. 5-0 versus current or former champions. Taken down for the first time inside the octagon earlier tonight.
And he's still having a bit of a problem with that right eye. The cut above it.
That from a very early punch from Gustafsson.
And there's that kick again. And as John continues to land these hard leg kicks, oh, big combination by Gustafsson. A right over the top and a right uppercut. What I was saying is that those kicks are going to take away some of the movement, and some of the movement is what has been a key to the success of Gustafsson. And as John continues to pick away at that leg, we see him being a little bit less nimble every time those kicks land.
Checked. Gustafsson remains engaged. A lot of kicks and good success with the kicks for Jon Jones.
And he went with a spinning back kick to the head, Henan Barrow style. Look at
they
that.
clinch up for a second.
Takedown defense by Gustafsson. Really impressed with that aspect of his game, and that is, look at that, jab to the body and then up high. And that's something that he really realized he needed to work on, his grappling, and that's why he came to Alliance. Right hand over the top. After the Phil Davis fight, he knew that he had a hole in his game, and he knew if he wanted to compete with the best fighters in the world, he had to make the move to America and go with the top camp.
And not much better than Phil Davis to work on your wrestling with.
Oh, high kick.
Again. Uppercut, level changes by Gustafsson. Third round.
This has been, in John's side, the most he's ever been hit inside the octagon by strikes. And the most he's ever been hit cleanly.
But he keeps on coming.
Nice kick to the body there by John. And a return by Gustafsson.
Inside leg kick by the Swede.
And then the real question becomes, what happens as this gets into the championship rounds? Is Gustafsson prepared for that? He's never been there before. Good uppercut and a good right hand behind it by Gustafsson.
Big jab now to the body. Mixing things up nicely with the hands. Gustafsson again connects. Just past the midway point of this championship fight.
The key to John's attack has really been the kicks in this fight. That's where he's been the most successful. Nice elliptical kick again, hyperextended the knee. Switches it up, he's looking for the left kick now. Oh, he went with an axe kick. Man. And to the body. Kicks to the body, hard kick, and the left hand behind it.
Left.
That kick was hard, Mike. And you see Gustafsson taking some big, deep breaths there.
Yeah, John has thrown some really good kicks in this fight.
But that was the first time you see Gustafsson open his mouth wide and take big, deep breaths.
Kick jab for the champion. Switching his stance a lot tonight.
He's looking for that left kick again every time he does that. When he goes southpaw,
Gustafsson, 1 of 3 with his takedown attempts. Good hands again. He's finding John Jones's face. 45 seconds.
Look at that.
Both men. Gustafsson retreats, gets
Really?
back to the center of the octagon.
Excellent footwork by Gustafsson. Look at that combination. And a jab and an elbow. John's looking for that spin. Yep, there's the elbow. Look at that. Gustafsson grabs a hold of him.
Can he get another one? Nope.
Amazing that the takedowns in this fight have been Gustafsson.
Final seconds of the third.
Check that kick.
We are headed to the championship rounds.
And John Jones may be losing this fight going into the championship round. Look at this right hand. Oh, that was a thumb to the eye. Man, look at that again. I want to see that again. There's a kick, but it just reached the target. It didn't go through it. Let's look at that right hand again after this elbow, because it looked to me like that right hand was a thumb right to the eye. See, and here's the right hand. Look at that. That's a thumb. That thumb went right into the eye.
My elbows from my clinch. My pull overhooks. Let's focus on position. You're doing a great job.
Get our first shot every time. Keep getting our first win every time. You got it? After you hit, angle, go again. After you hit, angle, go again.
Well done, John.
Forward pressure, get out first. Let's go. High kicks are working.
That Montana hits is low. You see it.
Jones went 5 rounds in his defense in Atlanta against Rashad Evans. He went into the 4th round with Rampage and into the 4th round with Vitor Belfort.
But those were very different fights. There was a very different feel to those fights. This is a very competitive fight. And there's a nice left by John.
This is the first time Gustafsson has gone into the championship rounds, and there's that big right hand again.
It's a very different fight than those fights because John was in complete control of the Rashad Evans fight by the time he got into the championship rounds.
And the Rampage fight.
Both those fights, he controlled the distance and utilized his strikes. But in this fight, he's the one who's been getting tagged. I mean, look at their faces. John has 2 swollen eyes, big cut over the right eye. There's a nice right hand by John. And he can't get a hold of Gustafsson, which is really crazy to see. And there's another thing to consider, and that is the toe of John Jones that was badly injured in the Chael Sonnen fight. I know he had a lot of time to recover, but how much of that injury is still lingering?
Good point. He's thrown a lot of kicks, though, Joe.
Yes, he has. But that was a serious injury.
This is nasty looking. Again with that right hand, the Swede.
You know, when you see fighters enter the octagon, you never know what kind of injuries they're carrying with them, and almost all of them have something wrong with them come fight time. There's a nice jab by John.
You said physically that Gustafsson matches up better than anyone who has ever fought John Jones before.
And the combinations he's throwing, just so loose, right to the body, left up top.
But we wondered, could he handle the brilliance of the champion? And thus far, the answer is yes.
And then some.
Statistically, he has the lead.
Nice leg kick by John. I would imagine that John has the leg kick advantage or the kicking advantage. Is that correct?
Yes. But in overall strikes, it's Gustafsson.
Nice straight jab by Gustafsson. And there's a nice inside leg kick by John. And another. But, you know, we're in the 4th round now. I mean, something's got to happen here.
Yep, over 120 significant strikes landed by the challenger.
And again, beautiful left. The most impressive thing has not just been the striking of Gustafsson, but his ability to stuff the takedown.
Yep, in that slip and counter a moment ago.
And a
Again,
right hand.
teeing off.
And John's got the clinch here. Let's see what he can do with it.
A lot of time to work.
He drops down. He's got his hands clasped together. Let's see the defense of Gustafsson. Can he spread those legs? Can he get that base wide? He got him amazing, amazing. And that cut is leaking into his eye badly.
Not only does he avoid the takedown, but those vicious elbows in the ground and pound of Jon Jones.
Look at the cut over the eye of Jon Jones.
And that punch landed early, Joe, in the first round of the fight.
And that's got to be impairing his vision now. Nice left hook and a jab. Smooth boxing by Gustafsson. And still moving very lightly on his feet. In
and
the
again
fourth
with the
round,
right hand.
Here's the takedown attempt again. Stuffed one more time.
Wow.
Despite the fact that he took all those leg kicks, he's still moving very well.
9 for 9.
And another one. He goes up high.
Takedown defense has been perfect for Gustafsson. He has stuffed all 9 of Jones's takedown attempts. Oh, nice left by the champion.
But Gustafsson takes it well. He steps in with an elbow.
45 seconds left in round 4.
Jon looks for the spin.
Again.
There's a nice elbow.
Caught him.
Oh, that might have hurt him.
Yeah, that did. Jones with a big
vicious knee and a vicious elbow.
30 seconds left in the round. Gustafsson trying to escape.
And Gustafsson stuffs the takedown even while hurt. Amazing.
20 seconds.
And stays busy.
And again with a big elbow. Watch the clock closely. Gustafsson is hurt.
And he looks for the spin again. Gustafsson's busted up now.
Final seconds of the round.
Flying knee.
Gustafsson is going to survive.
Incredible fight. Incredible fight.
Unbelievable.
And here we see Jon Jones misses with the left and Gustafsson connects with the hook. And now, here's the spinning elbow. Boom! Right to the forehead. And that stunned Gustafsson. Let's see it again. Boom! Clear, you see the impact there. Grabs the clinch. Hits him with the knee. Clinches him again. Another knee. Jon Jones' best round. And he may very well have to finish Gustafsson to get a decision here tonight. Who would have thought we'd be going into the 5th round and Jon Jones might have to take Gustafsson out to retain his title?
They are on their feet here inside Air Canada Centre. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. 5th and final round. Wow. What a fight. Jones draws blood at the end of the 4th.
And we have no idea if Gustafsson is fully recovered. Gustafsson was in some serious trouble towards the end of the 4th.
He got that left to land early.
Nice right hand and a left behind it by Gustafsson.
Gustafsson counters. Changes levels.
Nice
Jones
kick by
with a
Jon.
kick.
And he goes to the inside leg.
1 kick, 2 punches. Both men busted up. This has been an incredible light heavyweight title fight. One of the best of all time.
And Gustafsson looks to take Jones down. Nice uppercuts.
4 minutes remain. Oh, nice left
beautiful.
by the champion. Superman punch.
And when Jon looks with that right leg forward, look for the kick off the left.
Gustafsson with that right hand again, Joe.
He's looking to go high with that kick. Nice elbow. Steps in with it.
Quick uppercuts by the challenger.
Jon's lips are swollen up too now, Mike. And look at this, Gustafsson looking for the takedown. Those punches of Gustafsson are busting up the mouth of Jon Jones. Good right by Jon.
Can he get this one? Finally, on the 10th attempt, Jones gets the takedown.
But he's exhausted, Mike, and he's got to pass this guard to do some damage, and Gustafsson is scooting back to the cage. How much does Jon have in the tank now?
Gustafsson right
up to his feet, incredible. And Jon's taking some big, deep breaths here.
As is Alexander Gustafsson.
Jon spit some blood out of his mouth there, Mike.
Midway point of the 5th and final round. The UFC light heavyweight title is on the line. Big head kick.
And Gustafsson just ate it.
Yep.
McCarthy warning them to close their hands.
Gustafsson with a kick.
Gustafsson just put his hands on his hips like he was exhausted. Another head kick. Gustafsson might be in trouble, Mike.
2 minutes on the clock.
Gustafsson looks like he's barely keeping it together with the way he's moving.
Another big kick from Jones.
Look, he's trying to make it look like he's okay, but I don't think he is. I think he's absolutely exhausted here, but still manages to stuff the takedown. Look at how he's moving away.
Gets a couple punches on.
Both of these guys are pushed to their limit in this
elbow
fight.
from Gustafsson.
What an incredible fight.
90 seconds on the clock. And is Alexander Gustafsson ahead on the scorecards?
He may very well be, Mike. The big round for Jon was obviously the last round, but that might be the only round he's won.
What an incredible title fight.
And Jon may easily be winning this round, though, too, Mike. So all he would need was one of the first 3.
1 minute remains. Another head kick. So you want to be an ultimate fighter.
What a fight.
45.
Let's
Jones
see if
trying to make
Gustafsson
history tonight.
can pull it off down the stretch. If he can really put something together to take this round.
30 seconds.
There's that head kick again.
Gustafsson missed with the uppercut.
I'm amazed at Gustafsson's ability to absorb that head kick. And another one. Incredible.
And an elbow. 15 seconds.
Gustafsson's got a chin on him, man.
10 seconds.
And Gustafsson with a trip.
They're going to go the distance.
Flying knee by Jones.
Wow. What a fight.
Unbelievable. What a fight. That might be the greatest title fight in the history of the light heavyweight division.
Hard to argue.
And I have no idea who won. Incredible.
History on the line tonight. Jon Jones trying to defend for the 6th consecutive time. But Alexander Gustafsson was outstanding. Wow. And landed nearly 200 significant strikes.
What an incredible, incredible fight. And there's a beautiful left hook by Gustafsson. And there's a left by Jones. And there's the final takedown where Jones finally got him down. And here's a head kick. Blocked by Gustafsson. So many head kicks by Jones. Not one of them put Gustafsson down. Absolutely incredible fight.
Alexander Gustafsson stuffed 11 of Jon Jones's 12 takedown attempts. Is the Swede the new UFC light heavyweight champion? It is in the hands of the judges now. First, we saw Anderson Silva defeated by Chris Weidman. Will we see a changing of the guard here at 205? 9-fight winning streak on the line for Jones. Truly, he has never been defeated. His only loss was by disqualification against Matt Hamill. Let's find out who the light heavyweight champion is with the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 48-47, and 49-46 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Bones Jones!
He sets the record here tonight in his toughest challenge yet.
The winner and still champion, Jon Jones. How good did that feel when you heard that?
Man, I tell you what, I've been asking for a dogfight for a long time, and I finally got that dogfight I've been looking for. Tonight was a blessing in so many ways. Got the victory, and I got to prove a lot to myself. I'm not satisfied. I got to do a lot more work in the gym to stay on top of my game.
Coming into this fight against Gustafsson, what was the game plan, and what, if anything, by Alexander surprised you?
Hey, he was just a tough fighter. You know what? I spent a lot of time in my boxing in this camp. Maybe that wasn't the best idea. I should have been like water and used more versatility. But I tell you what, hats off to Alexander. That was by far my toughest fight. And like I said, I got to really exercise my warrior spirit tonight, which is makes me more happier than getting the win.
Were you surprised when he took you down? It was the first time you've been taken down your UFC career.
No, I wasn't surprised. He caught me out of position, and he had a lot of tenacity to finish that shot. Felt really sloppy tonight. Like I said, man, I got to exercise my warrior spirit. That means a lot more than the W to me.
Well, that is a very honest assessment, champ. And take a look up at the big screen. The 4th round, you had him in some big trouble. Towards the end of the 4th, you hit him with this beautiful spinning elbow. Did you have a sense of desperation? Did you feel like you needed to finish the fight at this point?
You know, I knew that the rounds were really tough. I knew he scored those takedowns. Yeah, it's safe to say I had some desperation. I was just trying to stay calm and stay focused. But I tell you what, Alexander was very game, and that guy definitely has a chin on him.
Congratulations on your victory, and we look forward to seeing you again. You are still the champion.
God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming out. Team Jones, we're still here, baby. It's a beautiful night for me, beautiful night.
The champion, Jon Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
With the victory, Jones joins Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre, and Royce Gracie as the 4th fighter in UFC history to earn 10 consecutive wins. Now, Alexander Gustafsson.
All right, I'm here with Alexander Gustafsson. Alexander, what an incredible performance. Amazing in every aspect. Your takedown defense was impeccable. Your boxing was amazing. You're the first guy to ever take him down inside the octagon. When the scorecards were counted, did you think that you were the winner?
Thank you so much. It's just an honor for me to fight the champ, and he's the champ for a reason. You know, I will learn from this, and I'll come back much stronger. I'm just starting my career, and I got tons of fights to do, and I want to thank all my sponsors. I want to thank All-Star Gym, Team Alliance. I want to thank all you guys out here, man. I love you guys, and because of you, it motivates us to push harder. Thank you.
Alexander, it's been a pleasure watching you learn and grow inside the octagon. Tonight was your finest performance to date. Thank you very much for an amazing fight.
They love their Swedes here in Toronto tonight. They give a ton of love to Alexander Gustafsson from Stockholm, Sweden, who just gave Jon Jones the biggest challenge of his mixed martial arts career. But in the end, the belt remains around the waist of Jon Jones, and he sets a new UFC record with his 6th consecutive title defense of the light heavyweight belt, surpassing the Hall of Famer Tito Ortiz.